I'm sure that all of you have heard of Markopolo. He was an Italian adventurer and world traveler that went from Italy to China through the Middle East and especially through Iran using the Silk Road. In his long journeys, he encountered many challenges and many dangers. When he managed to get to China, it was the time of the Mongol Empire, and the Mongol Emperor gave him a mission to go back to Italy and open the trade routes between Italians and the Mongols who had conquered China. The irony is that when he got back to Italy, he was in prison. And in prison, he talked about his experiences and his voyages and journeys throughout the world, throughout the Middle East and China. And he told them that he had been given the job of opening the trade route between Italy and China. Now, why do we say that Markopolo went on a voyage? Well, it's because his journey was very long. A voyage is a kind of journey, which is a one-way travel. But a voyage is very long, and it's usually done on ships or planes. And because Markopolo traveled thousands of kilometers from Italy to China, you call it a voyage. There are two other words that the students usually find very problematic. They are journey and trip. Now that we have talked about the voyage, we know that the journey is again a one-way travel, but much, much shorter than a voyage. Whereas a trip is a two-way travel. Now imagine, like Markopolo, you are going from city A to city B. And then you stay there and get back to city A again. And in both cases, your friends are going to pick you up at the airport, and when they greet you, they're going to ask questions about your experience. Now imagine that you've gone from city A to city B, and your friend picks you up at the airport, and he says, "How was your journey?" Now why did he use the word journey and not the trip? Because it was just a one-way travel. There was just one leg from city A to city B. Each part of the journey is called a leg. You stay in city B for some time and get back to city A again, and your friend is picking you up at the airport again and is greeting you and says, "How was your trip?" So why did he use the word trip? Because you went to city B and you got back to city A again. Generally speaking, a trip is a two-way travel, whereas a journey is a one-way travel, but normally a journey is longer than a trip. And a voyage is much, much, much longer than a journey and is done on ships or on planes. So you can really say that Markopolo went on a trip if you just consider the two-way nature of the thing, but because it was very long, very, very long, you don't call it a trip, you call it a voyage. It was a voyage around the world, done on ships and on horseback in those days. There were no planes, but he managed to do it. Because voyage is a very long, long, long journey, the spacecraft that was designed to go out of the solar system and into outer space, millions of kilometers away from the Earth, was called Voyager. There were in fact two of them, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. One of them has left the solar system billions of kilometers away from us, and the other one is going to do so in the near future.